players in the WNBA and people in general are just hating on Caitlin Clark when there seems to be no reason why. So when you start to try to figure out the reasoning, all you can think of is maybe they're jealous, maybe they think it should have been them, that maybe they don't like how much praise Caitlin Clark is getting.
Make all of these bullies are being brought to their knees. By Rachel DeMita, What the Devil Happened This Time. Let's start with Angel.
Critique that I have of Angel and how she handled her rookie season, I honestly don't think that she should have ever taken on that villain role, and she said it herself. That's why I'm saying it here. If you guys remember this interview right here, here's where she said that she doesn't mind being the bad.
Rachel genuinely believes that Angel Reese's decision to play the antagonist may have done more harm than good to her, and I believe that rather than advancing her career, this picture may be attracting unwelcome attention and overshadowing her accomplishments. Let me also play that clip for you to ensure you don't miss anything.
And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down to history.
LL go down to history. I don't think Angel Reese made a mistake with her villain persona, because she obviously doesn't love playing the evil guy.
That interview was from about 3 months ago at the beginning of the season, where obviously a lot of people were anticipating this Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese rivalry that we saw in college, and a lot of people were looking forward to that in the WNBA. I'm going to preface all of this by saying the rivalry worked.
Rachel points out that although the media has been hyping up the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel, it has been unfairly pushing Angel into the spotlight for the Rookie of the Year award, especially when Caitlin Clark made a compelling case for months ago, and we all agree with her, don't we? Rachel's opinion is clear. Did Angel's decision to play the villain work in her favor, or is it something she might regret now that twisted just happened?
Over the weekend, Angel Reese shared the unfortunate news that she is out with a season-ending wrist injury.
Angel Reese just announced that she would be taking the remainder of the season off due to a twisted injury. Rachel brought this to light, unsure if it's the truth or merely a coping mechanism for the abuse she's been receiving as a result of the insults she directed at Caitlin. Let's clarify so you won't be perplexed.
Broke the news on her Twitter account. I will put her tweet up right.
What do you think of Rachel calling this out? You all witnessed how she presented the game tape, and she made it obvious that Caitlin got up straight away with no signs of pain, while Angel continued to act as though nothing had occurred.
Seems to be the play that she got injured. It was during her game versus the Sparks. As you can see here, she falls pretty hard to the ground. She hits her left wrist, picks it up really quickly, and then is grabbing it. However, after this play, she stayed in the game. She hit a three-pointer after. The Chicago Sky won the game, and even in her press conference, it didn't seem like anything was wrong. She didn't discuss an injury.
She literally took to TikTok and said this, which is what we call a real controversy in reality, though it seems like she did this to avoid hate and arguments between herself and Caitlin. If she was telling the truth, why would she feel the need to defend herself and clear things out?
Fans were actually really shocked when she came out and said that she would be out for the rest of the season. In the 24 hours after the news broke, the internet ran wild with conspiracy theories. They were wondering if she was truly injured. Did she just decide to tap out of the season because she didn't want to be in the Rookie of the Year conversations anymore? Some people were also saying that she was pregnant.
I'm out for the season because I hurt my wrist when I got the M1. I fell on my hand, and my back fell on my hand, causing a small crack in my bone. Basically, the doctors told me that I could either have surgery or not have surgery, and that if I don't have surgery, I could actually have arthritis at the age of 22.
So yeah, I hurt my wrist. I'm out for the season. I fell on my hand when I got the M1. When I fell back, it fell on my hand, and it is a small crack in my bone. Yeah. Basically, the doctors told me that I could either not get surgery or have surgery. The risk of not having surgery, I could literally have arthritis at 22.
Have a response to this. Let's observe Rachel's reaction. TikTok.
Goes on to say that she thinks that she had a great rookie season. She will still be on the sidelines, and she will be back soon to do all of her things. She named like a ton of things: being a baddie, hanging out with her friends, getting long nails, doing all of the Angel Reese.
Believe Rachel just made fun of Angel for painting her nails, coming back and saying all of this with these hand gestures. It seems like she feels the same way as we all do, wondering if Angel is being honest. There's more to check.
Little sly remarks, even though she says there's no bad blood between her and Caitlyn, and also not all of this is directed at Caitlyn. She just likes to call out haters and clap back at haters and say different things, and my advice to her, from somebody who has been in this industry, maybe not the highest spotlight that she is at, but I have been in somewhat of this spotlight in the sports world, the more that you clap back, the more that you say things, whether you're right or not, whether you're defending yourself in the proper way.
Thing is, Rachel DeMita's advice to Angel Reese regarding dealing with haters is quite direct and intriguing. It seems like it comes from someone who has experienced a media circus. But let's face it, if Angel Reese wants to be the center of attention, she's doing a pretty good job of it. Is Rachel's counsel a wise move for Angel? Or is it obvious that Rachel wanted these things to stop the incessant back and forth with reviewers, further heightens the drama and keeps everyone talking?
More that she says like, hey haters, like it wasn't this, I'm this, it's just, it fuels those negative people to continue saying negative things.
In the world of sports and the media, sometimes the loudest voices get the most attention, and that's exactly what Ray is doing to get things done her way, because this is all her own doing, and it's coming back to haunt her. If she truly wants to be a leader, perhaps she should embrace the chaos and use it to her advantage. Certainly clapping back might add more drama, but it also keeps Angel in the conversation. Rachel even believes.
I do think that some of this drama, and she started some of it, to be fair, got.
Not only that, but notice how she brought up Reese once more, and the error she made that initially sparked the uproar.
Just that little piece of information, just that little thing that you said, is gonna stir up more controversy and people coming back.
It's true, isn't it? Rachel has a point when she says that criticizing the fans of the other side or making fun of them only invites more drama, and responses it's like upsetting the queen bee and then being shocked when its guardians sting you. So if you think the drama is over, it's just getting started. Rachel DeMita's next target is Sheryl Swoopes, who is reportedly Caitlyn's biggest hater.
Today, we have to talk about Caitlyn Clark's #1 hater, Sheryl Swoopes.
Do you agree with this? Please let me know in the comment section below. The true hate speech has not yet been exposed.
Once again in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, and this time it's for staying silent while her co-broadcaster was talking about Caitlyn Clark winning.
We have all heard the story of Cheryl's silence when asked about Caitlyn, her playing style, and other topics ever since it has become a constant topic of conversation, and people don't seem to be able to forget it. Let's see what Rachel has to say about it all, and how she even calls out Swoopes for detesting Clark.
That was the point that I was like, okay, here is once again another example of Sheryl Swoopes hating Caitlyn Clark so much that she literally can't even say her name. It's like Caitlyn Clark is the Voldemort if Sheryl Swoopes was Harry Potter. Like, literally cannot say Caitlyn Clark's name. It is so bizarre and so weird.
The analogy made by Rachel Da is shocking, likens Caitlyn Clark to Voldemort, implying that Sheryl will intervene. It's a pretty dramatic way of saying that Caitlyn Clark has become so famous that even her detractors can't help but avoid her. Is she really that intimidating? It's almost like Caitlyn has turned into a sports version of Voldemort, with everyone skulking around her name. If bringing up Caitlyn's name makes detractors feel hateful, perhaps she's more than just a player.
Doesn't even make any sense. Like, not even a nod to Caitlyn Clark, not even saying like Caitlyn Clark's playing well or Caitlyn Clark's leading the team. I don't even, like, you don't even have to be that complimentary, but leaving her out completely when she is the #1 component of that Indiana Fever team and has also been playing a lot better post this Olympic break than she was before, to completely leave her out, it's just, it's.
Rachel just seems to have a strong opinion about the lack of recognition for Caitlyn Clark. I'm incensed that even though Caitlyn played a significant role in the Indiana field, was successful and improved her game after the Olympics, there's been no recognition of her. Do you think this is just jealousy? It seems like Swoopes is playing a game of if I don't mention Caitlyn, she doesn't exist, which is dubious at best. Perhaps she's merely avoiding Caitlyn to avoid the drama, or perhaps she's attempting to minimize her influence. Either way, it only serves to highlight how much Sheryl despises Caitlyn. Later, Rachel mentions how Stephen A. Smith called Sheryl for detesting Caitlyn as well. He
called her out on her show and said essentially, like, you're employed by the WNBA. Everything that you're doing is around the WNBA. It's not a good look. And it's especially not a good look because you are a legend.
Rachel actually stated aloud that these critics are only jealous of Clark, and it seems to me that we share this sentiment. It's obvious that the critics are jealous of Caitlyn's success and are using it to fuel their negativity rather than praising her accomplishments and talents. Don't you think that this is all based on their own jealousy and insecurities? Because they can never be Caitlyn.
Stephen A. Smith called her out and she clapped back on Twitter and she said, "You talk about whomever and whatever you want on your podcast, correct? So why can't I? Also, did you listen to the entire episode? Nope. I have a personal relationship with these players and they deserve recognition as well." Then she doubled down and she said, "Do you talk about them or others in the league and give them their props? I really hope y'all take all of this energy to the polls and vote." What? Vote? On what? Like, it's so weird.
Rachel's subsequent remarks highlight the recent ongoing drama between Stephen A. Smith and Sheryl Swoopes, demonstrating how heated the media can get you to discuss anyone and anything you want on your podcast. Why can't I also listen to the entire episode? Nope, I have a personal relationship with these players, and they deserve recognition as well, she tweeted. But that wasn't all. Do you discuss them or other players in the league and give them props? I hope everyone uses this energy to vote, she stated. Rachel feels upset that some players aren't receiving the credit they merit, and her request that they utilize this emotion to vote is a little unclear and doesn't exactly make sense in light of the rest of her argument. Rachel finds all of this repulsive.